I'm Riley Smith with Rubric Road Film Festival. I'm here today with.
Hi guys, I'm Bunee Tomlinson. I'm the director for Endeavor.
So today I'm gonna have a couple questions for you. The first one is for people who haven't seen your movie yet. Can you give us a quick summary of it?
Absolutely. So Endeavor is about a group of athletes on their journey to the Endeavor Games, which is an organization in Edmond, Oklahoma. It's like a sort of like an Olympic style multi-day event where athletes from all ages that have different types of disabilities or that they can come together and compete, but also bring that community camaraderie together. And so the film captures a few of those athletes and kind of their journey of how they had to kind of overcome, but also the mental aspect of what they have to overcome. I'm adopted from Romania, and growing up in an orphanage, I had to overcome a lot of my own trepidations, and so I had to, learn a new language. I had to learn the physicals and different things like that, and I had to kind of, find my common ground in my community, and that's what they do, and that's what attracted me. They found me and they asked me to direct it, and that's what made me have a common ground with them is that they don't let their past or what they have or what they had stop them from achieving their dreams. And that's what this film really shows is that that you can go beyond your expectations and everything like that.
That's amazing. Well, what inspired you to create this film?
I think it really just what inspired me to create this film really is hearing the stories of what they had to overcome, same as what I had to overcome being an orphan and coming to the States and having to basically start, I was basically a baby at 6 years old, having to basically really develop really fast to kind of catch up. But these athletes, some were babies, some were born with it, some it was later in life, and them having to figure out find a way for them to find their love for themselves, but also a way that they could take the beautiness of they are and that they can basically achieve anything. As I found filmmaking. I struggle with reading and writing, and my teacher allowed me to make video skits instead of doing, making, writing essays. And I always say filmmaking was my path to kind of finding my common ground and allowing me to kind of to find myself. Filmmaking is a way, it's you learn about people, you get to discover and travel, and it's a big part of me, and it's allowed me to shape myself. And for these athletes, having a bit like Endeavor Games, you hope that this is a way for them to find hope and be able to shape them.
That sounds so good. Sorry. Well, what was the filming process like?
So for the filming process, the first step we had to do is we had to find the stories. And because there's so many athletes that come to the Endeavor Games, we needed to find the stories. And so one thing we wanted to make sure is that we want to have all ages, from young to all the way to like the Cajun characters. The majority of them are older, and so we wanted to have that aspect. But then also, we had to fundraise, which we're very fortunate to have a few, a bank, Citizens Bank of Edmond, and several organizations to be able to donate to make the project. And then what we did is we traveled to those athlete cities, San Diego and Wichita and Springfield, and I wanted to go into their lives. Instead of meeting them at Endeavor Games, I wanted to go into their lives and spend a day or two with them to really be in their world, and then show that they come to where their common ground is the Endeavor Games. And so we wanted to kind of show that journey of them, like they're training or they're like getting ready to go to the Endeavor Games. Yeah. And kind of build that momentum and excitement, and then end it with, letting the audience see, wow, like there's a community and there's all these great, amazing people, and they build bonds and friends and they become family, and it's more than just competing. It's really about common ground and like I said, and building that community.
But if there was one thing or anything that you had done differently, what would it have been?
You know, that's a hard question because, as a filmmaker, I feel like we always want to change or adapt, but at times you have to learn to love what you make and what you have to accept it. You can continue doing stuff. For me, I mean, I would say, probably spend more time with them. That we only got a glimpse of their lives, but I would spend more time, and we've had conversations about maybe turning Endeavor into a YouTube series where it's called Endeavor, but it's basically micro doc of athletes from all over the world. And so basically we just tell like 5-minute stories about their 5-10 minutes of their lives, and really kind of continue that message, and everything. And so there's endless opportunities where we could take Endeavor and if we turn it into something and everything like that. But no, I'm pretty satisfied for what we got. The key thing was really to capture the mental aspect of it, capture their stories, and really showing the community of it.
Do you have any shout-outs?
I would say for shout-outs, just really thanking my team, my crew, Marissa, Lindsay, Nick, Les Wu, my director of photography, and Brady Foster. Also everybody at Endeavor Games, and all of our sponsors who have contributed, and our our Kickstarter fundraiser, funders. It couldn't done it without you guys, and I'm very humbled and proud that we got to tell a story. And now it's going to festival tour. We're going to California in a couple of weeks, and the film is going to be screened there. And so it's really cool that we're now taking this all over, and the goal of it is to maybe put it on television.
That's cool. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And if somebody was to want to watch this, do you have a place where they could watch it?
At this time, there is no place to watch it because we're doing the festival tour, and when you're on a tour, it's kind of forbidden to put the movie on publicly online. You can definitely watch the trailer, which you can go to my company's website at windsweatmedia.net, and or you can go check out our Instagram, at Endeavor Film, and excuse me, it's at Endeavor Doc, and then. But hoping eventually, once we kind of do the tour and we get it on television is our next go, then eventually we'll end up doing like video on demand or putting it online somewhere.
Yeah, well, thank you for letting me interview you.
Well, thank you. It's been a pleasure, and it's great to have a festival like this to be able to, contribute, to letting, people see the independent artists and the creativity and everything. So. Yeah.
Thank you
so much.